perpendicular, day 3. Number 1 says, which point lies on a line that passes through 6, -3, and is parallel to the graph of y equals -1/3 x plus 12? Okay, on your next test, I want you to circle parallel, please. Circle that. What does parallel mean? Same what? Slope. So if you notice, we haven't done a problem like this before. My answer choices are points. My answer choices are points. They give me another point right here. So what I'm going to do is write the one they give me next to each of them. So please do that on your paper. You're going to write 6, -3 next to each answer. So now we have sets of points, which is what we need. Okay, we need sets of points. Okay, so tell me again, please, what parallel means? Same slope. What is the slope in this problem? Where's the slope? -1/3. So write that on your problem. -1/3 is your m. M is -1/3. And you'll notice that since I have sets of points, what do you think I have to do with each set of points? Put in the slope formula. Y minus y over x minus x. You have a calculator, so it's not going to take forever, okay? So we're doing y minus y over x minus x with each set, okay? Guys, what is the magic number I'm looking for? -1/3 is the magic number I'm looking for. Please do not say the answer out loud. All right, A gives you +1/3, so you can mark that out. We're looking for -1/3. So let me show you how you would type that in for B in the calculator side. Do parentheses, y minus y, so 3 minus -3, divided by parentheses, x minus x. So I do -1 divided by 3 minus 6. So you just type it in just like that. Doesn't matter that it's a fraction. And hit enter. Hit math, enter, enter. You get -18/19. All right, remember you got to do y minus y over x minus x. Okay. Did y'all get something different for the first one for A?
No.
Y'all got 1/3?
Yeah.
Okay. And for C, Rebecca, what you getting? Good. So C is our answer. You get -1/3 when you do y minus y over x minus x. Okay. All right. Number 2, what value of k will make the line kx plus 6y equals 10 perpendicular to the line y equals -2/3 x plus 4? So what word am I circling? Perpendicular. Perpendicular means to flip and change the slope. Okay, so this was the slope they gave me. So when I put m equals, I don't put -2/3, I put what? 3/2. So write that on your paper, please. M equals 3/2. You can cross this out once you write down your m. Okay, this one's funky. We've got this right here. Kx plus 6y equals 10. And we have to figure out what number should go in this spot. Okay, so just hang with me. Okay. What do we have to do when something's in that format? Put it in y equals. So we have to draw our line and circle y, just like we always do. What do you think is going to move to the other side? Kx, and it just becomes -kx. Okay? And then what else would we do? Divide by 6. Okay. I need this to be my slope of this. Okay? I need this to be my slope of this line. Does 10/6 have anything to do with the slope? Does k/6 have anything to do with the slope? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to mark that out so I'm not confused. This right here, just stick with me, guys. I know this is weird. I'm going to put -k/6. This part has to equal 3/2, what I'm looking for. Has to equal 3/2. Okay? We have to figure out what k needs to be in order to give us 3 over 2. Okay? All right, so let's look at this. Is this one negative or positive? What's this one? Positive. How can you turn a negative into a positive? What else do you have to have with the negative? Another negative. Very good. Look at your answer choices. Which one have a negative with them? A and B. Okay? If you plug in A, 9 over 6. Does 9 over 6 reduce to 3 over 2? Yes. So that is your answer. Okay? All right. Let me show you another way you could do this too. Maybe this would help from middle school. Does anybody remember doing the whole cross multiply thing in middle school? All right. So this is my butterfly. All right. So I have to cross multiply. What would be negative k times 2? Okay. And then I would drop down the equals. What's 6 times 3? And then what would you have to do to figure out what k is? Divide. What is 18 divided by negative 2? Negative 9. Yeah, I do like this way better. You're right. Okay? So k equals negative 9. So we'll do that on the next problem too. Okay? All right. This is only going to be one problem on the whole test. There's only going to be one problem like this on the whole exam. So if you're trying to make 100, all right, then you should figure out how to do this problem. But don't stress about it if you're just trying to pass the class, okay? All right, number 3. What value of k will make the line kx plus 15y equals 20 perpendicular to the line y equals 1/5 x minus 3? Okay? Elizabeth, tell me something helpful to do. Good. Caitlin, what does perpendicular mean? Good. So Natasha's not here. Destiny, which one of those is the slope? 1/5 x or the 3? Which one's the slope? 1/5. Julius, what do I have to do with 1/5? Well, I have to, what does it become? Negative what? Yep. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Negative 5 over 1. So this is my m. That's what I need to get to. All right, that's what I'm looking for, negative 5 over 1. All right, so here I have this crazy equation, kx plus 15y equals 20. So here's my crazy equation. Julius, what do I have to do with my crazy equation right here? And circle? Allison, help me from there. What do I do? Good. And then divide by 15. Okay. All right, this is the slope I need. This is the slope I need. Elizabeth, which one of these is the slope? The 20 over 15 or the k over 15? Yep, so this is going to match up with this. These two things have to go together, okay? Let me go ahead and put negative k over 15 equals negative 5 over 1, okay? All right, let's just go ahead and do the butterfly thing. I think that'll be easier than trying to figure out how to reduce it. So I'm going to cross multiply. I like butterflies. Okay, Neve, what do you get when you multiply negative k times 1? Good. Drop down your equals. Levi, 15 times negative 5. You got it? Huh? Multiply. 15 times negative 5. We're cross multiplying. Negative 75. Louis, what would I have to do last right here? Divide. So k equals 75. K equals 75. Which point lies on the line that has a y-intercept of 1 and is perpendicular to line K? Okay. Trying to think. Easiest. Okay. A y-intercept of 1. Let's start there. Julius, how could I write a y-intercept of 1? 0, 1. And Allison, what does perpendicular mean? Flip and change the what? The slope. All right, flip and change the slope. What are we flipping and changing the slope of? This line. Okay, we need to find the slope of this line. Cora, help me find the slope of this line. Yep, so up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So up to over 8. So Cora, we have to make that perpendicular. What would that become? And you gotta make it negative. And Cora, what is negative 8 divided by 2? Oh, sorry. Hold up. Just made a mistake. Is this line going up or going down? Down. So it was negative. Positive. Okay. And then 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay. Louis, what letter do I want you to put with 4? What is 4? 4 is my what? All right, 4 is my slope. Okay, guys, look at my answer choices. They're points. What did we do earlier when our answer choices were points? Yep, but we can't do y minus y over x minus x yet. What do I have to do next? Yes, I have to write a point next to it, okay? Andrew, what point am I writing next to all of them? 0, 1. Okay, writing a point next to all of them. All right, Zach, what am I doing next? Good. And Mary, what am I looking for when I do y minus y over x minus x? 4. I'm looking for 4. This is the slope I need. Stephanie, let me know what you get for A. Rebecca, let me know what you get for B. Andrew, C. And Louis, D. Everybody else pick one. The next one, number 5, which is an equation that passes through 1, 3 and is parallel to RS. All right, guys, so these problems today, there's lots of things going on. You can't just do it you can't do the same steps every time. You have to think about what would be helpful to do, okay? So Sarah, what would be something helpful to do on this one? Anything that would be helpful. Okay, of this. Okay, how do I find the slope of this? What do I do? Yep, up 4 and over 2. So what would that be, Sarah? 2. Okay, so the slope of this line is 2. That's a good place to start. Caitlin, what's something else that would be helpful on this problem? What else is important? Okay, so this is an x and a y, so that would be helpful to do. James, something else that would be helpful. It's parallel. What does parallel mean, James? Yep. So parallel means the same slope, so we can go ahead and label that M. I wasn't going to label it M until I knew that was the slope we needed, okay? Stephanie, look at my answer choices. What formula do I have to use to get one of those answers? Yep. So guys, to get one of these answers, I have to do this formula, which we haven't had to do yet today because we haven't had answers like those. Okay. Allison, what am I putting in for Y? Rebecca, for M? Levi, for X? And then I put plus B. Okay. Zach, what do you do next? Which gives you? Then what do you do? Which gives you 1. Okay. So guys, my answer is A, which is 2x, because 2 was my M, and then we got B was 1. Okay. Any questions on that one? All right. Number 6, line M is perpendicular bisector of GH. What is the equation of line M? Julius, something that would be helpful to do on this one. What does that mean? Okay, perpendicular means to flip and change the slope. So Neve, what would I need to do next? I don't have the slope. So what do I need to do next? Find the slope. So rise over run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1, 2, 3, 4. And guys, what is this line doing? It's going down. Good core. So this would be negative. Okay? Caitlin, should I label that my M? No, why not? What do I have to do? Very good. Good. Okay, so that flips and changes. Sarah, what does it become? Good. Now I'm going to label it my M. Now I'm going to label it my M. Okay? Right here, it says it is a bisector. What does that mean? Okay? 4 over 7 is my slope. So what answer choices can we mark out? A and B. 4 over 7 is my slope. And do we think, would the perpendicular line go through 0? Or does it go through negative a half? So let me erase this for a minute. So bisect means we have to go through the middle of this line. Does this line go through 0, 0? No. So if we cut it in half, we can't cut it at 0 because it doesn't go through 0. Where does this one go through? Negative a half. So that's the one we want, D. Okay. All right, number 7, Andrew, read it. James, what's a word I should circle? Mary, another word I should circle. Midpoint. All right, guys, this one, step 1 is to do the midpoint. Okay, step 1 is to do the midpoint. Louis, what's the midpoint formula? That's slope. Nope. Anybody midpoint? Good. X plus X divided by 2, Y plus Y divided by 2. So that's midpoint. Remember, it's the middle, so it's going to divide it by 2. So that's the midpoint. All right, here are the 2 points I'm using, the ones they give me. This is my X, Y, X, Y. Okay? So, Andrew, what's going in for the X's? Destiny, what's going in for the Y's? What are my Y numbers? Good. 7 and 9. Okay. All right. Anybody, 3 plus 5 is divided by 2. 7 plus 9 divided by 2. Okay. Okay. Step 2 is we're going to have to do the next keyword, perpendicular. Perpendicular means to flip and change the slope. Do I know the slope yet? Go back to the original points and find the slope. Okay? So now we're doing slope y minus y over x minus x. Okay? All right, Sarah, what's going in for y minus y? Go back to the original points. And Stephanie will goes in for x minus x. Yep. And Elizabeth, what does that give us? No, she's getting there. All right, so we get 1. Okay, guys, remember that it's perpendicular. So 1 has to change. That's the biggest mistake people make. They do a lot of work and they forget this one teeny tiny step. What does 1 change to? -1. Okay, you can put a 1 in there if you want. Now what letter do I put with this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys, we got one more step to do. Stick with me here. You got this. Look at your answer choices. What formula do you have to use last? Y equals mx plus b. Okay? Now we're done with these points. We're done with those now. We're done with those. Now we're going to use this as our x and y. That was the point of doing it, because we had to have our x and y. And this is our m. Okay? Kaylin, so what's going to go in for y? 8. Okay. Julius, what's going in for m? -1. Andrew, what's going in for x? Quit putting your head down. It's becoming an everyday thing. -1 times 4 is -4. I move it over here, it becomes positive. So I get 12 equals B. Okay. Positive 12. So Levi, what would my answer be for this one? A. Okay. Yes, Sarah? Number 8, line AB passes through A and B. What is the equation of a line perpendicular to line AB that passes through 3, 2? Destiny, what word should I circle? Perpendicular. I don't know. We'll have to find out. We got to read the question and do it one step at a time. Allison, what does perpendicular mean? Flip and change what? All right, so what do we need to do next, Allison? Find the slope. So perpendicular, you're going to have to find your slope. So, Andrew, what's the slope formula? So, guys, it's perpendicular to AB. So those are the 2 points we're using to start with, because it says it's perpendicular to AB. So y minus y over x minus x. 0 minus 3, -1 minus 0. Mary, what does that give us? Guys, I should see you writing or typing in your calculator. Just because I call on somebody else doesn't mean you shouldn't be working as well. 3? Zach, what else do I need to do? She already did all. Yes, good job, Zach. You have to flip it. Zach, what does it flip to? And it has to become negative. Once I flip it, then I'm going to put that it's my m. m equals -1/3. Okay? All right, guys, does this one have the word midpoint anywhere? No, so we're not going to do it, okay? First of all, it'd be more work. Second of all, it'd be wrong because it doesn't have the word midpoint, okay? Julius, what formula do I have to do last to get one of these answers? Good. All right, so guys, we're done with these 2 points. Now we have this one right here, 3, 2, and we have our m. So Louis, what goes in for y? 2, good. Rebecca, what goes in for m? Very good. James, what goes in for x? 3. All right, this gives me -1. Move it over here, +1. You get 3 equals B. Neve, what would my answer be? A, B, C, or D? A. Questions? All right. Number 9, Julius, read it. Good. Sarah, tell me anything that I should do to work this problem out. Very good. She saw the word midpoint, so we might as well do that. So midpoint, x plus x divided by 2, y plus y divided by 2. Destiny, what are my two x numbers? Very good. So I do -6 plus 2 divided by 2. Joyce, what are my two y values? Good. All right, -6 plus 2 is -4 divided by 2 is -2. 4 plus 8 is 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay. All right, Levi, what is something else we have to do on this problem? Very good. Circle parallel. Parallel, Caitlin, what am I going to need to do parallel? So what am I going to have to find? What's parallel mean? Same what? So what am I going to have to find? The slope. How do I find the slope? Good. Okay. Andrew, what goes in for my two y's? Those aren't y's. Unless someone goes in for my x's. Okay, I got to start with -6 since I started with 4 earlier. And Rebecca, tell us what you get for the slope. People should be writing or typing. What? Oh, you forgot your parentheses. Okay. What are y'all getting? 1/2? Positive or negative? Positive. Okay. Do I flip this one? Because it said parallel. Okay. Elizabeth, what do I have to do to get the equation of a line? What formula? Good. All right, guys, and here's where I want to make sure that I'm clear on what to do next. Your y doesn't come from here anymore. Once you find the midpoint and the slope, those are done. This is your new x and y, and this is your what? What letter slope? M. Okay. All right, so for y, I'm putting in 6. For m, I'm putting in 1/2. For x, I'm putting in -2 plus b. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to multiply these. That gives me -1. And when you move -1 over here, it becomes +1. So 7 equals b. Louis, how would you write your final answer? Good job, Louis. All right, last one. You might need more time to write. All right, Julius, read this one. Good. James, what's something I should do? Okay. Stephanie, what do I have to do for perpendicular? Okay, so I need to find the slope, right, before I can do that. So slope is y minus y over x minus x. So 5 minus 11, -2 minus 6. You could do midpoint first, but you don't have to. You can do it in either order you want. Okay. Zach, what are you getting for your slope? Three over 4. All right, Mary, can I put m with 3 over 4? No, what do I have to do? Ah, very good, because it said perpendicular. So it becomes -4 over 3. That's my m. Okay? Levi, what else is important in this problem that we haven't done yet? Very good. Levi, what's the midpoint formula? Good. Okay? So negative 2 plus 6 is 4 divided by 2. I know I'm going kind of quickly, but y'all know how to do this. 5 plus 11 is 16 divided by 2 is, no. Yeah, 8. Right? Okay. All right. Caitlin, what do I have to do last on this problem? Very good. All right, Rebecca, what's going to go in for y? Very good, Rebecca. Destiny, what is my m? Elizabeth, what's my x? 2. Very good. Okay. When you do that in the calculator, you get negative 8 over 3, which is fine. Move it over here, make it positive. You can type that in your calculator. 8 plus 8 divided by 3 is how you type that in. Math, enter, enter. Allison, what do you get? Stephanie, what's my answer? A, B, C, or D? A. Okay.